Stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Lisa Griffin of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Well, some banks offer checking account rewards, and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees. At Eastern, we say, why choose? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Hi, Miranda Mahoney here from Griswold Pride, your local drug prevention coalition. So, marijuana, now legal in Connecticut, but there are some things you really should know. It's only legal for people 21 and older. And always, always secure your cannabis products like edibles, vape pens, dabs, and of course marijuana in a locking storage container and keep it out of sight and of reach of kids. Kids don't know the difference between a THC edible gummy and a candy gummy you might buy at a store. There's many resources available at griswoldpride.org or our Facebook and Instagram pages. And parents, you are your child's greatest influence. Talk early, talk often about the risks of substance use on their developing brains. Check out griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org.
Your community radio, live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
What's up there? Santa Paul. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Paul. Right down Santa Paul Lane. Yeah. With lots of cats and all them meow meows. Bitching at him again.
Puke over here and puke over there and hairballs everywhere.
Ah, those lovely kittens. Hello, kittens. Where are your mittens? I can see you walking around going, hello, kittens.
No, they don't like me.
They don't like you. Why don't they like you?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I stand up, they walk away. Seriously.
Are you like that with humans? No, they don't like me.
No. You know, the funny thing about it is, I was telling Jenny this morning, I have Alexa wake me up. You know, does it go? Alarm goes off.
Yeah.
It's got that difference, not the same as an alarm clock. So it goes off, and I decided, well, I'll just lay there a couple of minutes, right? All of a sudden, there's like 4 or 5 cats walking all over me.
Well, they're up too.
You know, I think they realize the sound, and they know I'm getting up. And when I get up, they lay on my spot.
Oh yeah, as soon as I get up off of the couch,
yeah,
Howie sits right in the spot that I always sit, and I'm not kidding you. Every time I do that, I'll go over and he looks at me like this.
Yeah,
like me a little bit defiant, you know.
Yeah,
he's like, you can't have this back. Yeah. All right, Shayna says, "Good morning, you fine gentlemen. Good morning, you fine illest." Denise, good morning to you and Victoria.
Yeah.
So
it's Monday.
It is Monday. Have you? We're gonna have Steve Cravinho come in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about just Griswold sports in general in the high school and maybe even the field. See what's going on there.
Oh, you really had to do that, huh?
Well, people want to know. They want to know what's going on. Is it going to happen? Are the taxes going to go up?
Well, I told you,
the taxes going to stay the same.
EDCs. Well, you know what they got to do, and I keep saying this: they got to find a beneficiary that's willing to donate some money and name the field after.
I did make a suggestion and never got a response. So
why is that something they're too proud to do?
I don't know.
I mean, look at Fanning Park.
I do not know the answer to that question.
Well, that's up to them to see what they're going to do.
But they do it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know the suggestion that I made?
No.
So just about every field or, whether it's a major league field or some sort of venue, they're sponsored. Why not get a corporate sponsor?
Well, yeah, it's the same thing as they got to find somebody.
The Griswold High
And-
School
and
Coca-Cola Field. You know,
For what?
what's the big deal?
maybe they can get Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun to.
Yeah, they sell their soul. You know,
Well, I mean,
who knows? You
I
know?
mean, Griswold High School has worked at the Mohegan Sun, auditorium there. During
Well, that's a
the-
different program altogether.
Yeah, but still, they've worked with them before, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but maybe they don't want to have any gambling involved. Could be the reason too. So you probably wouldn't want those. It's not the same as a regular.
Well, if they don't want gambling, and I don't think they're going to put blackjack tables down on the 50-yard
that's not what
line.
I'm saying. But I think the vision of having Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun on a fence outside in the park or something that may, they probably don't want to have.
I don't think
that,
so.
'cause, Yeah.
I don't think so. I think if you're paying, you're playing.
Well,
I really do. I think we're past a lot of that is past that.
well, you never.
If they're writing a check,
but but the school's different. School's different, but that we don't want to talk about that because that gets me irritated.
Laura says Killingly has local businesses purchase signs that are posted on the fence around the field. Yes, and they can do that too.
Just take
but it's little money.
Yeah, it's not.
That's little money,
you're
compared
not
to
gonna
what they
get-
need.
You're going to get a couple $100 or something like that.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
yeah.
get- I mean, just like, isn't it the Little League field has some signs on around
The Little League field here in Jewett City does. They do have some
Yeah,
sponsors,
sponsors, but
around,
They're not
but
big bucks.
no.
No.
I mean, to them, it's very helpful to the Jewett City Little League, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It gives them a little money. But why don't you call it SNSN Sports Field?
No.
You can dig in your big bank account and pay for it.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Not to be confused with ESPN. Could be SN. Okay. Anyway,
Let's not get into
that's
that. 'Cause
another
that's
story.
That's a different
Yeah.
thing altogether.
Yeah. So you went to a rock concert?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Went to one last night at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
It's John Payne, who a lot of people would say, who? Most people would say, who?
Yeah.
He was the lead singer of Asia for 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
And him and his band, they did a whole bunch of Asia songs. And then after that, Lou Gramm he had solo career as well, but he was with Foreigner, in the 70s.
Yeah.
And early 80s.
Yeah.
They have a new singer now named Kelly Hansen, who's been with them. Well, I shouldn't say new. It's been with them almost 20 years.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
But, it was, and I think I told you this morning, the people that were there don't know how epic that show was. Number one, John Payne, who's a legend in the progressive rock and rock world as it is. He's the backup band for Lou Gramm. What?
Yeah.
To give you an idea what kind of swag Lou Gramm has in the rock and roll.
But as I mentioned, when they get to be that old and they've been around for so long, it's like, who cares? I don't need to be
right.
Let's just combine this thing.
They were so good.
Oh yeah,
they were so good.
I was given tickets, but we did. She didn't want to go, so we didn't go.
Let's see. Victoria says, how about Paul's Pot Farm Athletic Complex?
There you go. Could take all the funds that could do that too.
You could definitely do that.
Yeah.
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 We could.
So I got to tell you, I went
to have
to
a little hot dog, call them Weedles.
So I went to the rock concert.
Hold on. Hey, there's something going on in the hallway today. There's some action going on out there. What's going on?
Moving the desk.
There's some action in the hallway here on the second floor. What's going on out there?
Just letting someone out. How we doing?
Hey, come here. Join us. Hey,
How we doing?
what's going on here? Just say hi.
How's it going?
Good. That's Matt. Hey, Matt. How are you?
Good. What the hell are you doing? Didn't expect to be stopping in here.
No. How's things?
Nuts.
No.
Nuts.
What's
Can't
going
wait
on?
for January.
Why? What is? So you're in property management
Yep.
business. So what is the difference between December and January?
Budgets and owner meetings.
Done, huh?
Yeah. It's
That's it?
pretty much everybody's due in December for owner
Mhm.
meetings, and we got to get the budgets all done by November.
Well, I think you
So
missed
it's
it.
been. Oh no, we hit those, but now it's owner meeting season. So
Oh.
mailings and this is the craziest time of year for us.
This is.
Yeah.
So I got a bone to pick with you
Oh.
publicly. So I wanted to cook my own food here. I figured, okay, well, they got a nice kitchen down there, something I can use. Right? So I brought in a Foreman grill. So I said, hey, Matt, Matt, just so you know, Matt owns the building, Capital Property Group. This is called Paragon. This is where you two can take up office space here if you want to. And it's very nice here. It's very nice here. It is very, very nice here. We can compare it to like the Foundry 66 in Norwich, right?
Yes. Yep.
So it's much like that. It's a work co-op.
Yep.
So anyway, I bring in, he said, yeah, go ahead, try that. So I bring it in. So I make chicken. Hey, Matt, was it okay? Well, it was kind of smoky.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It is the problem. What is
Okay.
it?
All right. Well, I guess we won't do that anymore, right? The very next day. What did I say? What did I say to you?
What is
it?
the next day?
Yeah. You did something. I don't know.
I cooked something in the microwave.
Yeah.
And
I
you
said,
what's the difference, Matt? Yours is worse.
and there was some garlicky thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I said, it's kind of smoky. But
You're pretty upset about that.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
No, I can't really care.
They do make a smokeless grill,
I don't think they're really smokeless,
I'm
dude.
just telling you,
I
you
really
you-
don't.
No, they do stink up. You got to be near a window or something. Yeah, they're not good. 'Cause
Yeah.
you'd be setting off the smoke alarms, and then you'll have Jewett City Fire Department down here.
Well, that's all right. I mean, the counselors down the hall here, they'll cook something up in a bit. I asked her one day, said, "Is that broccoli?"
That's probably in a microwave.
Huh? Yeah, it could be.
I mean, you could fry stuff in a microwave.
Huh?
Cook some chicken in the microwave.
You can.
No,
Nice and rubbery.
Yeah, that's a rubber chicken right there. That's gross. Ugh. Can you really cook anything in the microwave? Honestly,
Yes,
I've only used
yes,
it for
you
like
can.
heating stuff up.
That's all I've ever done.
Bake cake in it.
Warming back
Yeah.
up.
You can actually bake a cake in it.
Really?
I've tried it.
Yeah, whatever.
And had taste.
Yeah, well, you got to treat it. It tastes a little spongy.
Yeah. So it's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Spongy cake.
Yeah.
Cindy says, office rules: no fish, no popcorn.
Oh, popcorn, huh?
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn. I
Yeah,
don't
but that
know.
smells so delicious.
It does sound good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can
sorry,
understand
Cindy,
the
but-
fish, but popcorn?
Popcorn, yeah.
Yeah.
We said people doing popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up with that desk?
That we're moving somewhere. Probably up to the mill.
The mill.
The mill. It's another place we manage. Actually, we're going to be turning that into a co-work space as well. Up in
Really?
Thompson, yeah.
Is that on Route 12?
It's on Route 12, yeah.
How many spaces are in there, or will there?
That's a ton of space up there. So it's endless on how much we can actually fit there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a nice size. So we're going to be doing the same thing up there, and seeing if that works up in Thompson.
How many properties do you actually? How many associations? Maybe I should say that you actually manage. Just to give you an idea, because I didn't really before I came here.
Yep.
Didn't really grasp it. It's like how much you guys actually do.
We got over 1,000 units we manage.
Yeah.
Not including the mill.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I honestly, I thought you work with Jim.
Yeah. Just
A
Jim.
couple other people, and that you bought and sold houses and stuff.
Yep.
That's what I thought. But I was totally. I mean, I suppose you do that too, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was way off.
We are. I mean, we're not the biggest company out there, but we're
Yeah, you guys
decent
do a
sized
lot.
company,
You guys
yeah.
are always busy. There's
Yeah.
always something going on.
Yep.
And he works late, so
It's nonstop.
yeah. Is there a quiet time? Is it January?
January, yeah. Right after Christmas, it's nice and quiet for us.
Yeah. Anybody bitching about us yet? Getting loud?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Just
I
the
think
food we
everybody's
cook.
enjoying you having here.
Just the food we cook, right?
Just the chicken.
I don't know. I know Bobby Business appreciates things.
Yes, yep.
So.
He likes that name, by the way.
Does he really?
He does.
I'm gonna have you open up a TikTok box later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who knows what's in them? So.
Yeah,
you ever
that
go
is
to-
a pretty neat.
Yeah, that
thing
was
from
weird.
TikTok.
Yeah, when I walked in here this morning, it was all over the floor.
Yeah.
Boxes all over the place. It's like, what the hell kind of crap is this? I figured he bought a new toy.
Yeah, right.
I did. It's behind. Actually, I did. It's behind Matt on the floor.
Yeah, I know. So,
Did you see that?
And you still haven't figured out who actually delivered that to you yet.
That box?
Yeah.
No.
Not at all.
No. And matter of fact, Tony, the UPS guy, I guess wasn't even working that day.
Oh, he wasn't.
No. So I have no idea how it got here.
It just all of a sudden appeared.
Yeah, because like I've had a couple of things, and usually it's Brittany. She'll bring it up and she'll just leave it at the door or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
But that's it. But no, this big old box comes and nobody seems to know where it came from.
China.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Cindy. She was not when popcorn burns. Our whole building was filled with smoke. Smelled terrible.
I can see that.
Well,
See,
Yeah.
I like burnt popcorn. I don't know. We're flying off the tangent here, but
Oof.
anyway. So drop your phone number and how they can like for workspace and stuff like that, and how people can.
They can call Capital Property Group 860-319-0055
319-0055
and ask for Matt.
That's him. And yeah, I mean it's economically priced. It really is. And the people are cool.
We're not too bad here, huh?
No, I love it. I really do. Yeah, no BS. I really do.
Like I said, it's nice, especially with the radio here. It brings a whole new energy. Whole new
What did
energy.
Kathy say? She goes, well, now that you're here, she goes, this place is like there's people coming in and out of here all the time. I don't know. It's pretty cool, but the people are really cool here. And if you're looking for a space, to work, whether you're a salesman or you have a small practice or an accountant,
If you're
or
looking to have
anything.
an address outside your home,
Yeah,
have an actual business address, it's a great way to do that here. Have mail delivered here.
yeah, we're right on Main Street, right here in Jewett City. So,
And
Yeah.
you get to see Mike.
no, no. I, you know what? I stay behind closed doors pretty much the rest of the day. The only time I go out is when I'm smoking a cigarette outside in the back, and I'll go back there and it's like, Matt will be out there somewhere. I go, hey, hey. So, but otherwise, no, I pretty much stay hidden.
Yeah. Yep.
For them. There's that. It's funny too because it's like up there. You don't see anybody. At the other building, right?
Right.
You knew that. After we do the show, that was it. Nobody
Nobody else comes in.
around here, you see people all the time, and it's really cool because it's it's alive. And that's a big difference. And again, not being sarcastic, that is a big huge difference. When you're looking for like a workspace or somewhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get different ideas from different people. I know Mike's always giving ideas on the social media end of things.
I've gotten ideas back and forth. So it's really it's a good deal. It really is. So if you need to get away from your wife, I don't think they have apartments here, but
No cots in here.
No.
well, there is a couch over there.
Yeah, there's a couch.
But it's a good place to go. It's a good place to go. And it's like I said, it's alive.
Yeah.
It's alive in here. So you ready, Paul? You're gonna bring all your cats. Well, we can have office.
No.
We could have an office cat.
No.
No. Well, he'd be the guy you'd have to ask.
I'm not asking anyone anything. No cats.
I'm not a big cat.
We had an office cat at the station for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he disappeared.
He disappeared into the walls. My daughter had to fish him out.
Really?
Yes.
Stray cat?
No, from Kitty Harbor. His wife runs Kitty Harbor.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Disappeared. They come out to eat at night when nobody was around.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
really.
They were gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, we got
All right.
Steve Cravinho coming in a couple of minutes from Griswold High School. Steve is the, well, they say the athletic director, but he's the Griswold Public Schools campus-wide athletics and activities director.
That's a mouthful.
That is a long title.
It's a long
Yeah.
title. Well, I hope he gets paid as much as his title is long.
I hope so. I hope so. So, all right, dude. We'll
All right,
see you
hey,
in a little while.
thanks a lot. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. We'll do it again.
Good seeing you guys.
Sometimes the impromptu stuff is, just like, hey, he's like, oh, crap.
I heard you calling. I was hoping it wasn't for me.
Next time, Matt. So yeah, no, I mean it really is. It's a very comfortable place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think we've all decided that this is a great place to be.
Yeah,
very much fun. So we're still waiting for Steve Cravinho. One of the things that we had talked about while we were started, I wanted to talk about was how many. Have you seen the amount of fatalities on Connecticut roadways lately? Specifically, in
over the
Connecticut.
weekend.
There's a few.
Yeah,
there was a few, and there's one almost every single day.
Yeah.
And a lot of them wrong way drivers.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, yeah, but I don't think the one was it Mystic or down that way was a wrong way driver.
The one in Stonington?
Stonington, that's the one.
That was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. It was a car versus tree.
Yeah.
And it was a young girl, she's 21.
21.
Yeah, that she died in that, and then in that car accident. And the guy that was in the car, they found him walking down the road. He was a passenger.
Yeah, he was.
And he was walking down the road, and I don't know if he was just walking aimlessly because he had some serious injuries too. I don't know if he was just trying to, or maybe, he just could not stay in that. If he was able to get out. But anyway, there's just been so many.
Yeah, there was one of this morning up in 84. 2 trailer trucks, a bus, a bunch of cars.
Yeah. And you know damn well that if it's raining on Route 2, there's going to be an accident somewhere.
Well, the problem is that everybody's in a hurry. I mean, just drive from here to Norwich, get on the highway, Griswold, and get on the highway. I don't think you'll find anybody doing under 75 miles an hour. So, speed has a lot to do with it. And the other thing too is a lot of people going down the highway, they'll pass you on the right, they pass you on the left. If you're in the left lane and you don't want to move over, you can't because the idiot's trying to pass you on the right hand side. So, I just think that's one of the problems.
Yesterday there was a young lady in Stores. Actually was on Route 195 in Mansfield doing 65 and a 40.
Yeah.
And they pulled her over. And it turned out that she was drunk.
Oh.
We're talking a college student.
Yeah. Well.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Her mug picture, her mug shot, she's crying.
Yeah, of course. Not
I've
realizing, what she did. So, yeah, it happens.
In Milford, 2 days, Thursday, in Milford, there was an accident. It was a car. They were flying off of the highway down the off ramp, lost it, flew into a tree.
Wow.
Young lady died in that one.
Wow.
Actually, 2 people died in that one.
Wow.
So.
Well, didn't they just recently chase somebody down the highway at 137 miles per hour?
There was a gentleman on, but he survived. He was 132 on Route 2, and they found him in a bush.
Yeah.
Let's see. Laura says the police aren't pulling people over as much anymore. This could be a contributing factor. People drive way too fast on all roads.
Well, that's all happened as a result of the the new law that they put in against the police department.
Yep.
So since that's happened,
the Police Accountability Act,
they're kind of like backing off. They're not pulling you over for the simple crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. It's getting worse and worse.
Because, even in Jewett City, they're not pulling people over like they used to.
Yeah.
They've had, town meetings and saying, okay, maybe we should do this or whatever, maybe some extra presence like in different areas. But instead, they decided to put red flashing lights up on Ashland Street, which actually works for a bit. And then when people figure out what they are, they just fly through them again.
Sure.
So, but still, it has cut down a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, you get to a point where people keep speeding and going through red lights and everything. You can talk to you blue in the face, but it's not changing.
And those red lights at Ashland and Carly, you don't see them in your house at all.
Yeah, they're the only
pretty
ones,
amazing.
They're the only ones that are around. The other stop signs don't have them.
Gotcha.
Those are the only two I've seen.
Yeah, well, have you seen the people that fly down Ashland Street?
Oh yeah, they fly. Used to see them fly on Pleasant View.
Oh, I know, that's crazy.
I mean, they fly on Pleasant View. They come to the stop sign at the at the intersection of Taylor Hill, and you're afraid to make the turn because are they going to stop or they're going to go through? Yeah, it's like what the hell.
Anyway,
but
all right, we have Steve here. Hey, Steve, come on in. Steve Cravinho. Hey, Steve, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You doing?
Boy.
Yeah.
So what's going on at Griswold High School as far as sports? I mean, we're changing over from the fall season into the winter sports season.
Yeah, transitioning from fall ended obviously with Thanksgiving.
So for the people that don't know, like what are the winter sports?
Winter sports is boys and girls basketball, wrestling, fencing, indoor track. And there's it's kind of the second season for cheer that this is their competition season. So they'll also cheer at games as well. And then they have some competitions that they'll go to on weekends. And we host one too as well.
That's Wolverine Pride.
Correct.
That's in January?
February.
February?
Right. Yeah. First weekend of February usually.
Oh, okay. So we're transitioning into that. How did overall, how did the fall season go?
We had a good season.
A lot of pluses, huh?
Yeah, obviously, volleyball was a great season.
Yeah.
I
look what came out of it, though.
Yeah, no, and I wish that they were able to play at the end for the championship, but
But look what happened to her. I mean, Coranda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come out and she's going to go to West Point.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then Emily Aviles was all state as well. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a good season there.
What about football? I mean, probably a better season probably a more positive season that they've had in probably the last 5-6 years at least.
Yeah, and there was a couple of close games that could have been different, but we're still young. We got a lot of our skilled players coming back, so I think we'll be good next year.
One game.
Yeah, it might have pushed us over the edge.
Into you guys could have made the playoffs. One game. I'm trying to think of what game that would have been.
Either East Lyme or Waterford.
East Lyme, yeah.
Yeah. So
next year, though.
Yeah.
Next year, I think they're going to tag it next year. I really do.
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
You had a lot of so how many football kids are you losing? Not a whole lot, right?
It's just a handful.
Danny Sims,
which is a big one.
Yeah,
literally,
he's a big
literally,
dude.
And
6'8", 390. I don't know. Yeah. He's just a big boy.
Yeah, at least.
At least. It's all of that.
So he's a big one. Logan Davis, Gervais. Those guys.
But most of the core guys are coming back.
Yeah, like when you have your skill players coming back, it's a big. Especially Rubino, who you can just put him on the field anywhere and he'll be successful.
Maybe we should try to romance Soren Reef to come to Griswold. I said, dude, you could win a state championship in 2 different schools.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They're going to the finals.
Yeah,
they beat Massac
yesterday, but
that was Massac almost beat him, but Killingly held him for the last the last possession.
When they had to, they made it happen.
Yeah. But yeah, Killingly's going to the Class M finals against North Haven. North Haven
is good.
Pretty good. They beat the tar out of Thames River.
Yeah, there's you read the the articles after, and they're like, "Do you realize they're running the same play over and over?" I know
Who?
North Haven.
Yeah,
You can't. It's hard to stop them. So
they're a good team. They won 50-0. When you win 50-0 at that level, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
But of course, they got a lot of, and I know we're not talking Griswold right this second, but Thames River, they get a lot of bunk. Thinking, oh, they're tech kids, they can't play.
yeah, well, and they co-op with St. Bernard's.
Yep.
Grasso. So they're, they're from all over the place. But
yeah, there's some big kids out of St. Bernard's.
Yeah,
some really big kids. So
yeah, no,
I don't know.
Yeah, they had a good season.
I don't like that whole tech kids. They shouldn't. Well, guess what? They were undefeated and beat the tar out of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Until they got the tar beaten out of them.
Don't ever underestimate nerds.
Well, those are nerds.
Well,
HVAC guys are not nerds.
Well, tech guys, so don't know.
Mechanics aren't nerds.
Well, those are not tech guys.
Well, actually, they are now.
You're saying you're saying technical school. That's what you're getting at. Okay. I thought you were talking about.
No, I think nerds are more like in STEM, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they'd be at the in the London Magnet School.
The Math Olympics.
Yeah, the London got in trouble with their football coach too, huh?
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
let go, right? He resigned, didn't
resigned. Yeah,
something happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Something was said, and he didn't just something. I don't know. I saw the article, but I didn't pay much attention to it. But he resigned.
I feel like there might be more to that story, but I don't.
Yeah,
probably. Isn't there always?
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what happened.
There's always like something that comes out in the media, and then there's the real story.
It was the last game that he couldn't coach.
Yes, so he resigned so he could go to watch his son play in Thanksgiving. That was the story I read in the paper.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What a bummer.
It's a
happens.
tough business sometimes.
Yeah. So now we have winter sports. How does basketball look so far? A lot of kids returning once again. A lot of seniors.
There are. So they made final cuts this weekend. So we had 44 kids come out. We're gonna offer a freshman program
team
again, just because it's the right thing to do and not cut.
Well, they had a lot of the kids that came up from 8th grade. From that program over there.
Right. So we'll have 3 levels. We'll have 3 levels, and it'll be good. I'm kind of building that freshman schedule now because a lot of schools don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta, I'll get, NFA will play whenever. So maybe if we play whoever Plainfield that day, they don't have it. Their freshmen will come up and play us.
Now, was Plainfield in the ECC as far as basketball is concerned?
Yes.
Okay. So they just left the ECC as far as football.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Got it.
But,
I don't understand it. I thought if a school left the ECC or left their conference, they left all their sports get taken.
It's definitely something we're talking about as in terms of league leadership. But
yeah, I wasn't sure how that worked. I thought if Griswold took out one, let's say you guys decided to leave the ECC, just hypothetically. I thought all sports would have to come, the whole school would have to be removed from the ECC.
Yeah,
or whatever conference they're in.
There are some situations where you get to, you just don't have the kids. Golf is one of those. One year you could have 10 people. Next year you don't have any. Either they graduate or they're just not interested. So, in that respect, we wouldn't eliminate a whole school because of one sport, but it's definitely a topic of discussion amongst schools and athletic directors.
Gotcha.
Trying to help them get back, and try to make it a good situation for everybody.
What about I ask this every time I pretty much talk, but what's going on with the possibility of the turf field? Is there any movement on that? Has that been?
No, we're just waiting on Paul to say it's okay, and then we can.
Negative Nancy over here.
No, not negative Nancy.
Debbie Downer.
Just keeping you real.
Oh, he's keeping it real. You're gonna get the whole cross your arms now. You get some chains around your neck. Keep it real, man. Keep it real, dog.
No, there's been some good progress with that. We the next board meeting, we have presentation to the board, and we're hoping it has to go through the process with the town, and the Board of Finance and whatnot. But
has there been a price tag put on it yet?
Not officially.
Okay.
It'll be expensive.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So.
See, I'm for it. Paul's not.
I didn't say that.
Oh, then what did you say?
I just said, you keep putting this negative thing on me. That's not what I'm saying. You got to have the money to pay for it.
Yeah.
Being part of EDC and seeing what's going on in the town, I can tell you right now, there's nothing coming in. I mean, I would have hoped that there would have been money coming in from the projects that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no money. And the infrastructure project that we know is going to happen on 164 is probably going to be double the cost now because of the increase in materials and all that other crap. So, instead of being 6 million, it's probably going to be 10 or 11 million. So that's a more, town's going to have to pay for that. So you're competing against that as well. So
I know we're well aware of the issues.
That's
the
issue.
I mean, it's not a slam dunk for the town. I get it.
Yeah.
But we're going to put our best foot forward with our presentation. And
well, I'm surprised you guys. There's not a beneficiary out there that would be willing to cough up some money, because if you look at the history of Fanning Park was developed as a result of Fanning himself, who's a Griswold resident, who became a very successful businessman who came back here and actually paid to the park. That's how Fanning Park got built.
I'll lift the microphone up a little bit.
So it's unfortunate that maybe there's somebody graduated from Griswold over the years that's become very successful to be willing to, hey, I'll give you a couple $1 million. You never know.
We're hoping Mike would help us out with that.
What is it? What is it that people think that I don't have 2 nickels to rub together?
You're a celebrity, though.
That didn't believe me. You know what? So was Sonny Bono, and look how he died. Penniless and unhappy.
But it's unfortunate. Then name it after the field, SNSN sports field.
No, because then you get into politics.
There's no politics there.
Oh, yes, there is, dude. You get into it's like, are you Republican or are you Democrat? I don't know.
How's that got to do with it?
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised.
No. I think you're making more out of it than you.
No,
but it's just unfortunate. I mean, maybe there's some beneficiaries out who maybe give you some money.
The one thing that I had kind of thrown out there, and again, it was just really me spitballing, and I don't know if this was even a possibility or even a thought, but why not, go after, say, like a corporate sponsor. I mean, a large one, not Fred's Barbecue, something like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, or Foxwoods Mohegan Sun or something.
Yeah,
like
those are the 2 big ones that I thought of right away. I don't know. There's other.
Put their name on it.
Yeah, there's definitely an idea. I think there'd be considerable discussion. Especially if
a lot of these sports complexes have
well, like at Dodge Stadium, there was a pavilion for a long time that Foxwoods had. It was a barbecue, wasn't it? It was
yeah. But big names also sponsor a lot of these stadiums. Even professional sports. A lot of them.
I think it would be more fitting for somebody like a larger, like a national brand.
Yeah, that's
more so than anything.
Yeah,
something that would be wide demographic.
I mean, we have Lay's up in, Lay's potato chips. They're up on.
Well, Frito-Lay is not Frito. It's actually Pepsi.
Well,
Pepsi owns them.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of places around, but you might be able to get.
There is a lot. That's the idea. Is that there are a lot of. But the thing is that has that been something that maybe the school or any of the schools really have going after to talk about? Because honestly, maybe $3-4 million on a corporate level that's going to go ahead and receive a return on investment, with promotion and advertising for years and years and years and years. That's a bing, drop in a bucket.
Probably would be for them.
But then again, you want to sell your soul for it, I mean, that's the other thing.
Yeah, it'd be nice if somebody just dropped off a check, but
it would be kind of cool. Yeah, they did. They did the senior center for a lot of the furniture. That's a totally different.
Yeah, that
altogether.
Was, but that was a donation. So that was a donation. Yeah.
So let's get back to basketball.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the basketball team this year? Plus, let's get into girls basketball too.
Yes, we do. We have a new coach. Bill Hanley took over as the girls coach. So, we got good numbers again. Good. I think Bill will do a great job. He's been at the middle school for several years, and he's coached elsewhere as well.
Sure.
So we're glad to have him at the high school.
And that opened up a coaching opportunity for the middle school.
Correct.
Is there a coach there?
Well, Ali Andreka is going to take over the boys program.
The varsity.
Middle school. Yeah.
Okay.
So, so it's Domino's move and fall. So we got.
What about the JV team? Is that also going to be her?
As well? No. Steven Jankowski.
Don't know.
He's a Plainfield kid. He's a really good basketball player up there.
Okay.
But he works at the middle school now as a.
All right. Okay.
If you saw him, you'd know who he is.
The's a para I know at the middle school that would love to coach track.
Oh yeah.
His name is Logan. Last name just happened to be Rourke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Distant.
Oh okay.
Yeah. It's a distant relation.
Yeah. So, but back to basketball. Boys team, I think will be good. Obviously, we got the triplets and
Merchant.
Yeah, some shooters there. But it'll, they'll play some high intensity, up tempo.
You got Kozlowskis. I mean, who may play some varsity? Will he play any varsity?
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. There's a Matt Perea has come. He had back injury, so he's kind of
right. Is he okay, or does he still have that same injury? He had it last year.
Still has the same injury, but we're hoping we get some time from him. By the end of the season. But he's a good player.
He's a big boy too.
Yeah,
he's tall. So who else do you have that's got some size?
Well, with
that can play in the middle.
Danny Sims was going to play, but obviously he can't now. He's recovering from his knee surgery,
right?
Which that's just takes up a lot of space.
Who's going to move him around?
Right, exactly.
And he can get up and down the court for a big boy.
Yeah, no, he's athletic.
He can do it.
Athletic. Yeah. But we're all hoping he recovers well from his surgery and he can continue playing at the college level. So
big old moose. I swear to God, he's a big kid.
But I think if you're on the team, you're probably going to play. They'll be up tempo and high intensity. So,
how do you think they're going to do in the ECC? Against other teams.
I think we'll fare well. We have a pretty tough schedule this year, and we did that on purpose to kind of prepare you for the postseason. So we got Wyndham twice. We got New London.
Wyndham's tough, especially
they
with
are.
So
we picked them up again. We had one game with them. We picked up another game. And it's when you get good, like Wyndham was. I remember talking to the AD, and he said, "Nobody wants to play me anymore." I'm like, that's what happens when you get good. But
well, they had Robinson Smay last year. Is he back for them?
I believe so.
Yeah, they got everybody back.
Yeah,
huh?
And they turned their football.
The Cousins are back.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So, that definitely won't be an easy game, but it definitely will get you ready for who we need to see.
They had a really good football season, but they got eliminated.
Yeah, they got
in the state.
I was surprised to see they got shut out in their first round, which there's got to be a story there because they were good all year.
Yeah. What about what do you think County Killingly is going to do against North Haven? North Haven is badass.
They're really good. Killing is really good too.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You know, you get
they're both badass.
Yeah, you get a bounce here or there, and something goes your way, or you know, somebody plays the game of their life.
Well, that's true. I mean, sometimes you get people together, a good team, but they're off. They can't shoot, and they lose.
That's why you play it.
Yeah.
Not much shooting in football, though.
Not in football. Yeah, I'm talking basketball.
Paul's still in the conversation for 5 minutes ago. He's just catching up.
Just making a point.
Yeah, whatever.
So and another thing for this winter, all our postseason stuff will be streamed by Game Day and yourself
and GSPN.
Yeah. So we're all gonna take a little piece of it this year.
Yeah,
and
we're all gonna do a little something. Mm-hmm. We're all gonna do a little something. So, what about Game Day? What are they gonna do?
They're doing all our postseason championships. They're gonna stream. Obviously, we have the basketball at Mohegan.
Right.
Which is that's the big one. But they're involved with fencing this year.
I heard about that.
So, and it's really not going to be a live stream. They're going to be there. They'll take footage, some interviews, and then do like a highlight thing.
Right.
Fencing's kind of tough because you got eight different bouts going on at the same time.
Yeah,
and it's hard if you're there watching.
Yeah, I still don't understand it. I still don't understand that game.
Yeah, it's just the different weapons and the way you.
It's cool. It's cool, but
it is, and there's some really good athletes there that
Can you fence?
No, never tried.
How about esports? We didn't talk about esports.
Oh, esports is up and coming, and they're doing really well. I don't know the games that they play or what they do, but from what I just talking to Jim Rand and Kyle about it, that they're at the top of their league.
Are they nationally ranked?
They're playing teams that are. So I think they're.
How does an esports match work? I don't know.
That's a great question. I know they have the Nexus Lab and they all connect that way.
Yeah.
So I think their season just ended as well. There's another season in the spring.
Okay. So they got the winter off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool. They play it's a video game, like basically is what it comes down to.
Yeah, there's strategy and you got to work together.
Wow.
But it's I know the kids are really into it. They see they wear their jerseys around. They all have like a nickname, their screen name. It's
what's your name, Bogey?
Yeah. No, they
do they do they have like contests where I remember back in the day we would all wear our jerseys and stuff like that on game day.
A lot of teams do wear them on game day. Sometimes they wear shirt and tie or.
It's cool. Are there a lot of kids that wouldn't normally take part in, say, basketball, football, fencing, wrestling, that this opens up a whole new avenue for?
Yeah, there's another 20 or 25 kids
that's good.
They're involved in something
that they wouldn't be in. Yeah,
right. They're probably not going to play basketball or anything like that, but and fencing's another one where everybody that comes out gets to fence. So
yeah,
it's
cool. You ever fence?
Fencing? Of course.
You've done that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what you're saying. You're mumbling in that microphone. I don't have it on.
But one of our
Steve can hear me.
We have like 18 kids right now on the fencing team.
Really?
Which is
that's
about
big
twice
team.
as many as we did last year. But next year we might have 25.
Wow.
It just goes up and down.
Who's the fencing powerhouse?
In our league, Waterford's really good.
Yeah.
NFA is really good. And Fitch. They're usually at the top of everything.
How does Griswold usually fare?
We're middle of the road. We're like a 500 team, but
win some, you lose some, right?
But it's a it's one of those sports where all the teams help each other out with whatever equipment. With they're there.
It's more of a community type
thing.
thing.
They really love it,
And they stab each other.
Yeah.
On God. Anything else that you mention or anything?
No, just look us up on the Booster Club Athletics for the media.
Yeah.
The media. We had media day last week, so everybody had their picture taken with a green screen, and they
gotcha. We have one of those too.
Yeah, and they put out
You have a winter scene behind you right now. Looks like you're cold.
So no, it's looking forward to a good season.
Let's hope. Then what happens after that? Well, it's spring.
Yeah.
It just flies, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah, before you know it, we'll be trying to get the mud off the field so we can play.
Got a hint from me or what?
No. Just baseball, softball is tough. The weather is so
Especially
important.
if you have a rainy April.
Yeah.
I mean, the softball field's not so bad, but the baseball field is rough.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't drain.
Well, it's clay, right?
Well,
it just doesn't drain.
It could use an uplift. But
what would they have to do to the baseball field to?
I think you'd start with the infield for sure, and just almost
Especially
need to start over.
Yeah,
there's no matter how much dirt we put on it, there's puddles everywhere.
Yeah,
but
put quickie dry on everything, but it still doesn't work.
Yeah, but John Henn does a great job getting that stuff. I mean, I've seen him totally strip a field and put dry dirt on it. And from the morning to game time.
He helped us out. Like I know when that one season I coached fall ball and everything. Yeah, he went out there and he mowed the whole damn thing, and it's like, when did this happen?
No, he's good at it. But it's day by day sometimes.
So last question: any ADs that you want to get into a boxing match with? Never mind. I don't know.
A little grudge match Friday.
Yeah, a little grudge match. In this corner.
No, I get along with everybody.
It's kind of funny. All right. Well, thanks, Steve, for popping on by.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
No problem.
Well,
go ahead.
No,
I thought you were going to say something else.
No. Hopefully, we'll get some good news soon. But we'll see.
Good to see you, Krabby.
What can I tell you? Monday.
All right.
I guess we're out of here.
Yeah.
That's it for today. For myself, Steve, thanks for popping in, and Grumpy Lash. And have a good day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow right here on SNSN. Bye-bye.
You buy better. Better. Much better. So much better. The right insurance.